and welcome back to my channel. My name is Erica. Today we are going to be reviewing the Teaching Textbooks math curriculum for my 7th grade homeschool student. So if you followed me on any of my homeschooling journeys, you know that we've tried a couple of new curriculum this year and we're really loving it. So I wanted to share some information about it for you in case it might help one of you out as well. So for the past 2 years, actually, we've been doing teaching textbooks with my daughter. Now we used a previous math curriculum with all of my other students, but it just wasn't quite clicking with her and I knew we needed to try something different. Now that's one of the things I love about homeschooling is that we have that option to do what helps our students the best. So we can change up our curriculum, we can try new things, and teaching textbooks has actually really been that answer for us. So I wanted to share some information about this program in case it might help some of you out. Now she did use Teaching Textbooks 6 last year. Now she is doing Teaching Textbooks Math 7, and this is kind of what the book actually looks like, but honestly this is actually an online program and they just switched over to a new kind of application-based program, and so it makes it really easy. You can take the app, you can put it on your iPad, you can put it on your computer, so it's really flexible. We can take it with us when we go to the library, and all we're taking is our little iPad versus these huge books. So we don't actually use this book hardly at all. You definitely can. All of the worksheets and things are in here. All of the lessons, information, etc. are all in this book, but what we do is everything online. It just makes it a lot easier for us. And one of my favorite things about this curriculum is that each lesson has a video instruction that goes with it. Now, one of the ones we were using before did have a video lesson. It was kind of a lesson that we did on Monday and then we did worksheets all week. That worked great for my older kids, but Katie really just needed a little bit of extra help in that area, and having those daily video lessons has just been a tremendous help for her. The other thing is that as they're working through their progress, their problem sets for that day, if they have any problems, they can ask for hints, they can ask for help seeing how that solution, how that problem is solved if they really just can't get it. And so just seeing them and being able to walk through each problem as needed has been really helpful. Now she doesn't have to do that for all problems, of course, just some of the ones where she's struggling a little bit more and she can't quite figure it out. She can ask for that help if she needs it, and it's all right there in the video lesson. She also has asked me for help a few times, but I found that overall this curriculum is really much more independent for her. Since they have all the information in the actual lessons already, there's very little help that I actually have to do unless there's just something she's really not getting and maybe I can kind of try and explain it in a different way or just help walk her through that process. But for the most part, everything she needs is right there in the lesson. The other cool thing about the app is that they have like a little sketch pad. So if she needs to figure out a problem, she doesn't actually have to have a piece of paper and pencil right by her. She can actually do it right there on the app. She can kind of draw it all out, just use her finger or use her mouse or a stylus or whatever, and just figure out that problem there. Once she's got the answer, she can put that into the software and then move on. Now, I do sometimes suggest that she has paper nearby just because I like to see her work. So if she's struggling and she can't get the right answer and it's already erased on the app, then I will usually want to see her work. So we'll do some of that on the paper. That way I can see what she's doing and where she might be making a mistake or not quite understanding something. So overall, I would say that we're very happy with this program. Now, I have had some people say that it's a little bit behind a traditional program, and that may be the case, but we haven't experienced any of that so far. We're only 2 years into this program. I can tell you that last year when she did Math 6, and then she took her end of year standardized testing, she did absolutely wonderful on the standardized testing. So that's where we are. Now, we might find that as she gets a little bit farther on down the road, that might be an issue, but for now this is really working for her. So as a homeschooler, you know, that's something that you're always concerned about, right? You don't want your kids falling behind or you know, with the national average or whatever it is you're comparing your kids to. But I want to say that this program is working well for her. She is understanding the concepts, she is mastering each of those skills, and that's more important to me, that she gets a good foundation in those basic skills before she moves on to harder math than trying to rush her through it so she stays on track, if that makes sense. So for now, this is working for us, and as long as it keeps working for her, then we will continue with the Teaching Textbooks math program because it really is fitting her style of learning better than the one that we were before. The other cool thing about the software program is it has a student login and a parent can't log in. So she logs in and does her lessons and goes through all the questions and all of that. I can log in my own. I can go into her grade book. I can adjust something if something, went wrong or something like that. Or if she did poor on a lesson, we can just, clear it out, and she can go back in and redo those, and we'll go through and do them together. Make sure that she understands all those problems before she moves on to the next thing. So here's kind of what the parent portal looks like, and I can get into my grade book. I can change her settings. I can manage our courses. I can also view the answer key and ebook if she's having any problems and I can't figure it out to help her. Although I will say we haven't ever really had to do that. Usually I can just watch it with her, or I can explain it to her. The thing that we use the most, the grade book. And so we'll just get right into her grade back book, and you can see in here the lesson, the problems, the number correct, her score, and when she did it. Now this, when she did it, has been super helpful for me. If, I did math, and I'll go into grade it and it's not there, I can actually look and see what date she is on, and then we can tell whether or not she missed a lesson or something like that. If there's any issues, you can click view on each of the problems. So here you can see she had practice A, she got right. Did she view the hint? No. Did she use her second chance? No. Did she use the solution or view the solution? No. And she didn't need to because she got it right. Practice B, she got wrong. Did she view the hint? No. Did she use her second chance? Yes. Normally this just means she typed something in wrong and she went back in and did it again and got it right. Did she view the solution? No. Now here you can see she got this correct, and she did use her second chance on that one. And then there's several down here where you see she didn't use any of her extra helps and she got them all correct. So she obviously was doing really well on that, and she understood the lesson. And then down here on the bottom is all of her final percentages and scores. And then you can get back out and go to any of your lessons like that she might need help on. You can go back and edit those if you want her to redo them. So it's really nice. They also have a running total for the amount of classes she's done. Her overall grade right now is a 91. And so you can kind of see that as you're going. So that's really helpful. But as you can see, the parent portal is super easy to navigate. It's not hard at all. It's very easy for me and for her to understand and to click through and navigate through the software. So I like that there's two separate logins so that I can kind of see what's happening on my side, and then she can go in and do all of her stuff on her side. That makes it really independent for her, which I think is really good. She's in 7th grade, and learning those independent work skills I think is really important. But then on my side, I can also still kind of keep an eye on what she's doing, see where she's struggling, and honestly she's actually been doing really well. She hasn't hardly been having any troubles with this, so we're really happy with it. The other thing that I like about it is that it's just instant feedback. So as soon as she goes through a problem, if she gets it wrong, she's notified immediately. And if she needs help, she can get that help until she gets that problem right, and then she moves on. And I think that's really helpful for students who might be struggling in math, because they can do a whole problem set of problems and then not realize that they've been maybe making the same mistake throughout those whole problems until they get to the very end and you're grading their worksheet. And so I really like that it's instant feedback on every single question as she's going through the program. I think that really helps her out a lot, and she's not having to try and remember what she did 10 problems ago. What did I do on that one? I don't even remember. She knows right then what she's done, and she can figure it out, and we can just move on to the next problem. So that's really nice. I also like that it's portable. Like I said, it's an app-based program, so you can have it on your iPad. You can also have it on a laptop or anything that you need so that you can, move around your house or even go somewhere else to do school. So that's really nice. And then I also like that it's really easy to use. It's very easy for her to walk through. They have fun little characters. Some of the sounds, I think, as the kids get older can probably be a little bit annoying, but it's still more fun than a boring old worksheet. And so in my opinion, some of those things I think are fine, and she has not complained about it at all. She loves it, and I've never heard her say, oh, I have to go do math now. She has no problem doing math now. She likes it. She's enjoying it. It's probably not her most favorite subject, but the fact that she's not, dreading it every day is really nice as well. So those are our thoughts on our teaching textbooks curriculum. We absolutely love it. And as long as it continues working for her, I don't see any changes for us for the foreseeable future anyways. I want her to make sure she's nice and solid on those kind of foundational principles before she starts getting into that higher level math. So that's going to be it today. If you have any questions, make sure to leave them in the comment section below this video and I will make sure to get back with you. I'll also put a link to the blog post that has all of this information in it as well, that we can go over there and read a little bit more information and get links to the curriculum and all of that. And that will be below this video as well. So thank you so much for joining me today. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to thumbs up and subscribe. That really helps me out. You can also hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of my upcoming videos. Thanks so much for joining me today, and I will see you next time.